Do what to everyone?
The yes, ma'am. When
Oh.
we're clearly not ma'ams.
Yes, ma'am.
All right. So, I believe we stopped for a good pausing point. We stopped at the end of a combat turn. So I just popped escalation up to 3 because I don't think I did that at the end of the session because we were all tired, and I'm pretty sure this has gone on for more than one round. So what we'll do is jump right back into it when everyone's ready because we're in the middle of a fight. You guys, Sky had tried to use her frail frame to hold back a horde, which didn't work out so well.
Again.
Yes, indeed. And Jarek and Pearson were on their way over to engage them, while I believe everyone was trying to finish up, mop up over on the left.
Okay, Inferno, you're gonna pull a coal and throw the table that you're carrying with you at all of them, and you'll hit them all, and I'll yell strike.
It's bulletproof.
They'll never see it coming. Well, they will see it coming. But...
Yes, demons are fucking weird, and that 7 pins constitutes a strike. Just go with me here.
Hey, it's how they bowl. It's how they bowl in friggin'.
That's right. You are just fulfilling the role of your disguise as this wish bowls a table at the pin.
Exactly.
In fact,
This
the
is
world,
the
the demon world, used to use 9 pins until fucking Azil came over.
Actually, if you hit Sky too, I think that would work. So
There we go.
That's picking up the split.
Okay.
All right.
But it's Keen's turn,
Keen's
though,
turn.
right?
Yes, sir. It is Keen's turn. Escalation die is up to 3, folks.
Oh.
And
I can't remember what. Oh no, 4. Never mind. Sorry.
So there's this guy, so I think I'm gonna just shoot this guy.
that is certainly something you can do. Yes.
Boom! 34 versus AC.
All right. That's definitely it. I mean, yes, of course. That's it. I don't even know why I needed to check that. I don't think I've ever
34.
given you guys something with that high of an
Yeah.
AC. So yes,
Thank
That's
you.
definitely it.
37 damage, sir.
Okay. Let me bust out my handy candy virtual calculator.
Also,
and
we
by
can.
the way, it's weakened,
Yeah.
so it has -4 to all attacks and defenses.
And staggered.
Fantastic. That is my turn.
Okay.
I guess that's dead. That's dead. That's dead. All of that's dead. So Finn's gonna bolt at that guy
Okay.
over yonder.
Blood oozing out of half the pores of her body.
Yeah, she's not feeling too hot. She runs over with her blades in hand.
Blood
And-
streaming behind her like speed lines.
Maybe she should put on a new Jackie so that she can feel warmer.
Yeah.
Aw.
A Jackie? Like
Jacket, but it was a pet name of calling it a jacket.
Yeah, Jackie.
I imagined the
Well,
squirrel around your
15,
neck.
15 bitches! Hwah!
Good God. Okay. That's a hit.
That's a natural even.
Yes.
Guess what, mother trucker?
As you slice its falling corpse.
That's how Finn does it.
Yeah. You actually hit it with one blade, follow it up with the other, which actually slams it against the wall, and then it slumps down to the ground.
And then Baby Junior will and go this way.
No, perfectly logical. I understand.
So I guess I can make a double move,
Mhm.
right? That's 40. Baby Junior's pretty fast, but I don't.
Yeah, Baby Junior is faster than you guys, but I don't think quite that much faster.
Quite that fast.
Yeah.
But I can make it to this mother trucker over here, right?
Definitely, you can engage him. Yes.
Okay, we're engaged. We're gonna run away and get married. That's the end of my turn.
See what you did there, Jarek, sir.
Right. So, this has never happened before. Let me go out and pull up the spiffy cool aura that only Squee and I can see for ranges. I guess I could fucking fidget a bit so that Keen won't get hit by it.
No.
But
By
Grim,
all means.
hang on, Grim. You would have to move at least 2.5 feet.
God
At least.
damn it.
That means you have to use your movement action.
I know.
I don't know if you want.
I know.
The effort involved. You're a true hero.
Jarek uses his move action to clear the arbitrary distance. Just so Keen's outside of it. Baby Junior's run into the fun. What can you do, right?
Right.
She
Olivia-
finally helps.
That's right. Well, she helped to defend Jarek ever so long ago whenever he was knocked unconscious, which wasn't that long ago.
I was gonna say she tried hiding your body.
Yes, after he knocked himself unconscious.
Yeah.
Kriana, if you haven't already done it, make sure to bump Baby, because I know Baby Junior's been hurt, but make sure to bump her hit points up. What?
I think she actually hasn't gotten hurt. Let me check the old sheet, but I thought we.
Oh,
healed
if so,
up.
then we're fine. Yeah, just make sure
Not-
she's got the right hit points.
Not in this battle. She
Yeah,
hasn't,
last
because
battle
okay.
she got injured, but we healed up. I think.
Okay,
she,
good.
She
good.
was hiding behind the table until Pearson started moving the table with him.
Okay, perfect. Then okay, we're good. Never mind.
All right. I can't get in a fucking character for this. Something invoke the Crimson Wind of Shadow. So today's Circle of Death was brought to you by 112 negative energy damage. I will be making attack rolls for all of the enemies first, followed by all of the allies. Neat. We will... God damn it, there's 7 of them. Yes. I consider Sky to be an enemy there. Woo! Funny how that works out.
Considering how useless she's been.
Yes. We will go from left to right over the rows. This will be the first row. So I'll go with this guy first. I'll rub his body. Burnerator will point for me.
Got it.
That will be a 37 versus physical defense.
Yes, that's a hit.
He can have 112 points of damage. Then we'll go
Okay.
with the guy on the same row that Burn will point to. That's a 37. How about that? He can have another
Yes.
112 points of negative energy damage. Then we'll go down there to the next target. 31 versus physical defense.
Yes.
He can have another 112 points of negative energy damage. Then we'll go to him. 40 versus physical defense.
Well, no. Yes.
That's another 112 points of damage. And then for the Ice Maiden Golems, we have her, 35 versus physical defense, for 112 points of negative energy damage. And we have the
Yes.
Middle Ice Maiden, 33 versus physical defense, for the same amount of damage. And then finally, lovely lady over there, 40 versus physical defense, for 112 points of negative energy damage.
You were rolling
I-
high on all of these. That was nuts.
know. So everyone gets 112 negative energy damage. Now I'll go
Yes.
to the allies. We'll start with Sky.
All right, hang on one. Oh, yeah, well, no, go ahead and do that.
Sky, 37 versus physical defense for 19 points of damage. Then we'll go to Baby Junior, who would also take 19 points of damage.
Okay.
And then finally Pearson. God damn! 16, 16, 10, 19, 14, 12, 19, 16, 16, 15. Fuck D20s!
So how much damages do I take?
19.
19? Well, it was worth it. It
And-
killed like 3 guys and I think greatly wounded another.
And if any of these guys are below 20 hit points, I'll use my quick action to kneel one of
Not-
them.
Not
Okay.
quite there, but they are certainly staggered.
All right. Well, that was my move action, my standard action, a quick action, fist pump. Yes, in turn. Also, I have to make a save because I'm taking ongoing damage. All right. Fucking see that too.
Nicely done.
Your dice are on fire. The hell?
I know. I've used all the good luck.
Okay.
Great. My turn, right?
Yes, sir.
Kacha! Move to engage. He is staggered and engage with Baby Junior, correct?
Yes, sir.
Great. So this will greatly increase my threat range, plus give me a +2 because of being staggered to hit. I'm going to start up a new form, a new sequence, I guess you could say. I'm going to use Gift of the Phoenix, strength level versus physical defense. 36. That is a critical hit, thanks to my my threshold. I need a 16 or higher to critically hit. So, should I roll damage or should he just die?
But how dead?
But oh my God, Griffith said, "But how dead?" Okay,
You
let's
could
roll
roll
damage.
all ones. You never know.
This is
Oh,
the
yeah, I guess. All right, we got ourselves so much damage. All right, 8d6, 8d6 plus 3d8 plus 15, and we'll double this, so 106 points of damage. How's that for rolling all ones?
Well, he is just barely annihilated.
He just took a total
Barely.
of 18 points of damage. Back to background.
Great. So now, since I also hit, there's a special ability, but it'll come on if it doesn't happen right now. So don't worry about it.
All right. Yeah, I mean, he's massacred, certainly, and just barely got into that annihilated
Oh, good,
area.
good.
Eradicated.
Not quite there. Nicely done. I don't know if there's much left of that thing. I don't know what you did to it. But it's like, I just imagine you punched him and his head's gone.
Unfortunately, I tend to play. I like quasi-realism.
Of course.
You
How
used the
about
table.
how about this? How about something equally as brutal though?
Mhm.
How about have you guys ever seen fucking Roadhouse? When
Yeah.
Patrick Swayze tears out that man's throat. That's what I do. I
Okay.
tear out his throat with my
Pearson,
fists.
with his hands, actually breaks through the hard, scaly skin of its throat like it was paper and rips out a large esophagus.
Our
Which
Pearson is back!
Which then turns into clay.
Which then turns into clay in his hands.
Much like my dreams.
Your dreams are
Alright,
made out of clay.
that's it for me. I'm good.
Write down notes. Children are clay. Alright. Okay. So the survivors get to go. Hang on, I gotta think here. Okay. You hear a very vexed voice of Nye going, "Well, this isn't working at all. Fine." And with that, the three survivors get close together and begin to make a strange vibrating noise.
Ugh.
Are they like, is it like a football or like a team huddle? Are they like fusing together? Like, what are they doing?
Actually, yes, they are starting to fuse together.
Oh.
Their bodies are starting to meld. And
No,
there's like
Brianna, please no.
there's like a high pitch like.
All right,
like that.
Jarek's never seen that before from the golems. He goes, huh.
So, actually, that's their turn. Cole, your turn.
Huh. It's not entirely much to throw. A lot of this is just clay now. Alright. I can't go that far.
I know, the table's like over here.
I can't even double move to get to there. Cole will at least double move towards there. And have his sword out, ready and willing to do arm fu. And that will be Cole's turn.
Arm fu.
Yeah.
I haven't seen that Jackie Chan movie. I'm not familiar with it.
It's where he uses his arm to hit people.
Racist. Right. Got it. Escalation die, I think, can safely go up to 4. And it's Keen's turn.
Okay. So, these look like they're amalgamating into a mass of one being.
And they're vibrating and starting to glow, yes.
Guess I'll just shoot at it then. Because why not?
When in doubt, dude. When in doubt.
27 versus AC?
The first single-digit D20 roll of the session. Boo.
Yeah, but that's still enough to hit.
47 damages.
Okay. All right. Your arrow sinks into the amalgamation, and it begins to melt. But even as it begins to melt, it's like a part of them, one of them that's still kind of this guy, stops vibrating and just kind of hangs there.
Nice. That's my turn. The needy can have my other 2 moves.
Oh. Okay. Well, I'm way over here. Does anyone remember if I teleported before?
Yep, you sure did teleport this battle.
Fantastic. Okay. How far can I shoot with my bow and arrow, Squee?
You can certainly hit 100 feet. That's not a problem.
Okay. Then I will scooch forward a little bit here.
Okay. And then use your quick action to pull out your bow.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna shoot. Which one is not moving? This guy?
Correct. Yeah, you know what? To make it a little simpler, let me just, he's just kind of hanging on now.
Okay, so I can hit either one of them. I'll go with the bottom guy here.
Okay.
Finn raises her bow and arrow, blood spurting out of different areas of her body, and she shoots! Oh wait, wrong macro. She shoots again! Okay. Boop.
When I get the feeling like the first time the arrow just goes, and then Finn's like, oh, no, I mean, really. Unfortunately, that is a miss.
The arrow,
Okay.
like, deflates and, like,
You are a ranger. Do you get miss damage on a ranged attack? I think you do.
Yeah.
I do.
yes, a whole 8
as a
points.
Hmm.
Yeah, mister.
8 good tootin' points. All right.
Alright, then Baby Junior will scamper over to this glowing being and try to take a bite out of its rear end,
Okay.
as is her custom.
Jump.
Mouthful of
Yay!
clay. Oh.
Oh.
Oh, that's another miss. Sorry.
Mm.
I said that.
See,
and you
I
did.
didn't know. It was one less than my 19. That missed? No, I'm kidding.
I have one job, Kriana.
I'm sorry, sweetie. I'm so sorry.
Jarek, it's your turn.
Right, so, Sky's standing there in awe, but she'll probably do something. Who am I kidding? It's all up to Pearson. So, I'm gonna inspire Pearson with amazing words like, get them.
You know what? That's all that I need.
That's right.
That's all I need.
Each nearby staggered enemy takes 12 points of thunder damage. And that's a standard action for me. And Jarek is gonna... Let me go ahead and find... Yeah, he'll go ahead and stand where the table used to be.
You may want to hold on to that. One of them may be low enough to.
I don't know how their things work after, if they even take the damage now, or whether they have 1 hit point total now. I don't know what kind of reality we live in. What kind of reality do we live in?
We live in a reality where no matter what the reality is, the answer would be no, because even if they have their own hit points, they're still above 20.
Okay.
Okay. Neat. So
That came out really bad. Whatever the reality, it's no.
what happened to yes and?
No, it wouldn't. I'm treating them as separate hit points, and neither of them are below 20.
That's great. Jarek will use his move action to go where the table used to be.
Got it.
I end my turn.
Jack is now one with whatever the table was. So he's poking his head out. Aww.
I have the rigs.
The rings.
They're all mine.
All right, Pearson, it's your turn.
Pearson takes a careful look at these vibrating creatures, realizing that can't be good. And despite his intuition, he goes up to approach the one that Baby Junior tried to chomp at and gives it a swift attack. And we will use no weakness. Yes, no weakness. It's gonna give me bonus to my defensing, just in case.
Okay.
All right. It's not taking ongoing damage, though, is it?
No.
So instead, we will simply roll a d20. That's a 2. I get to re-roll it.
You do, and that's a hit.
14 versus
Well done.
AC. That's a hit. It's not odd, so it doesn't get that 71 extra damage. But it is engaged with. Is it staggered?
Oh yes, it is staggered.
Oh, good. So then let's add 2 to that. 54 points of damage to it.
Okay.
There's all the ones that you were waiting for.
And that was it's still one more than the last
Oh
one.
shit! Okay, good. Because I just realized
You rolled 8
I did a
d6
shortcut
instead of
and I wrote
8d8.
8d8. Yeah, but that's okay. It's enough to kill it.
Yes, it is enough to kill it. Okay. Anything else for your action?
No, I'm gonna keep my distance.
Okay.
Well, I moved an attack, so I only had a free action. No, I'm good.
Okay. I'm gonna have Sky make a quick action, and it's gonna be Inferno. It's gonna be she's gonna try something. It's up to you if Pearson would let her or not. She's going to try and grab Baby Junior and Pearson by the scruffs of their neck, more or less, probably by his shirt, and try to drag them backwards.
Well, considering she's actually doing something, I'm not gonna resist it because I have a feeling it's probably gonna explode.
Pearson's too busy being surprised, like, holy shit!
She's doing something. She's actually going to drag you guys backwards behind her and turn her back like this. And spread out her troll arms. I was going to say her wings, but you guys see her just spread her arms out really wide.
Well, we also do see the wings.
That's true.
inside.
You do see the wings as well.
It's the most angelic troll ever.
I know. Nye is the only one who's like, the fuck is this?
And ironic, this self-sacrifice is the opposite of trolling. So.
All right.
I don't get it.
And then the final survivor of this massacre. He continues to go, and there is an explosion. I'm going to roll for physical defense. I'm going to make Pearson, whatever your PD is at the moment, increase it by 4, and Baby Junior as well, because you're being partially shielded.
Oh well, I already have another +4 too. So
Yeah,
that's
it adds on to whatever you already have. Mm-hmm.
Sweet.
So this is versus physical defense for Pearson.
All right, so I have a +10 all combined. My 2 forms, my physical defense. No, wait, my forms are only AC, so I have a +8 to this roll. Okay.
22 versus physical
Oh,
defense.
that's a miss. That's definitely
Okay.
a miss.
All right, you take 30 points of damage.
Hoi.
Baby Junior,
Yeah.
22 versus physical defense, and add 4 to whatever her physical defense is.
Yeah, it's a miss.
Okay, 30 points of damage for her.
Alright.
And Sky.
Is dead.
I was thinking it, but I didn't have a chance to say I was thinking 20.
Wow.
All right. She takes 60 points of damage, but she doesn't even look that staggered. She looks a bit singed. All right. As a large explosion rocks the room around you, flinging the table back, and everyone from Cole backwards, the ground starts shaking, and you do find it difficult to keep your feet as the entire room shudders. The bodies are flung every which direction.
Jared ducks.
And the explosion mushrooms up in a small cloud of smoke and shockwave. As Pearson's Baby Junior and Sky are all knocked from their feet. Well, I suppose you can roll a balance check. I shouldn't say you're just knocked from your feet.
Baby
But-
Junior will be knocked from her feet. I think that's fair.
Okay.
She's an idiot.
But as you guys are rocked by the explosion of the final golem as it self-destructs spectacularly. And we can go ahead and stop initiative there. You guys notice as the room settles down into an uneasy quiet, you hear the clatter of stones as the stones right up above the explosion and around the walls around you have cracked, and stone has begun to fallen. Has begun to fall from the roof and the walls onto the floor.
Okay, Baby Junior will scamper over by Finn. So we can heal.
Sky will say, "Are you okay?"
Baby Junior's no longer there.
No, she's talking to Pearson.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
rude!
Baby Junior's not there.
I've been through worse. Of course. Okay is a relative term, but my injuries are minimal.
Okay. Sky says as she lowers her wings.
Jared Gau's zombie form fades away, and he like lifts up a tall blue hand to like dust off a shoulder.
All right. You guys notice that the stone has not stopped falling, or it has finally stopped falling, but here the wall has several large cracks in it. Here, several large cracks, and the roof right above here has it has so many cracks that the cracks have kind of spidered together to make fairly substantial holes in the roof, and it looks very unstable.
Jarek looks over at Cole. I doesn't want to say Cole's name. Do you think that you could pick up the table and throw it up there and see if you can make a hole for us?
Cole, and does the initiative and goes, "I will try," and pick up the table. I move over.
Okay. So you're gonna stand right underneath it and then kind of thrust it upwards.
Yes.
Okay. Roll to strike, basically, just so you don't. Well, no, I'm not gonna say, because I was gonna say you could always get a 1, but then you could just re-roll it. There's no point in making you roll for this. It's a roof. It can't dodge you.
Haunted!
I will, however, ask you to, if you could, give me a roll for a skill check for Daredevil, your dexterity, and your level, please. Okay. Cole flings the table up at the roof, which not only shatters the table, but also causes the uneven part of the roof to come crashing down. Luckily, Cole is fast and nimble enough to kind of dance out of the way, assuming your character would. You could stand there and take it if you want.
No, I'd rather. That was the plan, to not be under it afterward.
Cole is able
Fight
to
me,
dance
roof.
out of the way as several large chunks of stone fall to the floor.
It seems to be open.
You see up above you just blackness, but there does seem to be very old, stale air drifting down from the opening.
What do you believe is up there?
Jarek will reach into his backpack, pull out 2 of the magic torches of the 4 he has left, ignite them with quick actions, and then chuck them up into the hole.
Okay. Sorry, give me 1 second. I didn't expect you guys to be done so fast. You chunk them up into the hole, and they start to light up what looks like a second floor above you. You see a roof of a very different type of material. Instead of a gray stone, it seems to be made entirely out of the wood-like substance that is made up of the ground. You can also see the shadows and shapes of things that look like tables or shelves from where you are.
Don't suppose anyone has a rope?
I do.
Hand it over to me, other wisp.
Kirsten will give a bit of a smirk at how in character Finn is getting, and how meta this game has become.
Yes.
As he hands the rope over to Finn.
Yeah, Jarek is not going to pull out his rope and grappling hook. He has an image to maintain.
Hey,
I have a grappling hook too. Do you want that
Mr.
attached?
Frog, no, this is much more fun. Mr. Frogman, toss me into the hole.
As you wish, my leader. As he puts his hands down.
That's right. I am your leader. Now throw me. Toss me.
Wisp Pearson looks at Jab. I almost said Jab Griffith. Grimace. I don't know what anyone is anymore. Jab Jarek.
Gav Jarek looks over at Wisp Pearson and rolls his eyes.
Toad Cole throws Ghost Finn up there. As best as
Okay,
he can.
That's fine. You're not really in a combat situation. It's only about 15 to 20 feet up. At this point in time, I think that you guys have been doing this long enough that it shouldn't be a problem. Finn,
Yes.
you soar up through the crack and kind of tumble lightly to your feet into... Well, the best way to describe it is an abandoned warehouse, maybe? There's shelves and other things that look unfamiliar to you stacked on tables. It looks very unkept and dusty, and it's very clear that no one's been in this room for quite some time.
How long is the rope, by the way?
I'm assuming the rope is more than 15 to 20 feet. I think it's like 50 feet. Does someone have the stats on the
How
rope?
big is your rope, Inferno, if you don't mind unmuting? If you're
I
not...
don't mind at all. It's 50 feet.
Okay, is there anything sturdy Finn can wrap around so that she can hoist other people up into the room?
Yes, actually. There's a stone pillar that is broken in half, so it comes up to about your waist.
Fantastic! Finn will wrap it, tie a knot, and then hold the end of the rope and kind of poke her head over and be like, "Who would like to come up first?"
After you, our leader. As he gives a short bow to the tall blue man in front of him.
The tall blue man who looks as if he could just, like, reach up on his two fingers and grab the fucking hole. will instead give like a placid smile and like extend like a hand for the rope and tie it around his waist and then look over at Cole and says, "Throw me."
Looks at you for a second and goes, "Watch your balance," as he scoops underneath of you and tries to, as you stand there, throw you head to foot upwards.
I'm fucking imagining like nice visual if he's able to see this. What is this? So then the toad demon throws the wisp into the ceiling. The wisp drops a rope. The toad demon picks up Gav, throws Gav up into the ceiling.
He's like pointing to Golems. You seeing this shit?
This sounds. Who would do this? Alright. Jarek, not really familiar with the concept of being thrown, other than having things thrown at him, flails wildly as he's like tossed up into the air.
As graceful as a mountain goat.
Yes.
Sky will actually kind of go over to Pearson and Keen and quietly say, "I don't think trolls can climb ropes like that."
Well,
Listen,
I don't
Sky.
think rats are supposed to freaking climb ropes like that either.
The gig is up, Sky. He knows who we are. The only thing that's important is that we get to him before too much damage can be done.
Sky shakes her head and says, "No, he knows that we're not who we say we are. That's not exactly the same thing and could be to our advantage."
Listen, Sky. We either go up that fucking rope or we go through that door where I'm sure there are more of those goddamn clay golems. What would you rather do?
She holds up her hand. She says, "I'm not suggesting we don't. I'm just suggesting maybe there's a way we can get up there that doesn't look so odd."
Here, why don't you just climb on the rat?
She nods. "Maybe I can use my wings and make it look like I'm running up the rat?"
Maybe?
She shrugs.
I don't know, though, because you flap your arms really weirdly.
She shrugs
Pearson
again.
Pearson moves to go up the rope once it's free.
She says, "Worth a try?" Okay. With that silence, she nods to herself.
Sorry.
Look, I'm a
my
lower
hands
demon.
are
I'm
tied.
not allowed to talk.
Jarek is currently in the process of disciplining another one.
Rin does it like if you could see her face, you could see she is not giving you a happy look, but she still plays in character.
He can see her face because we all have like the fucking daggers.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, the
Double
ghostly
vision.
image. Yeah, so you can see her like her eyebrow is twitching ever so slightly as she's like,
His eyes are twinkling inside of Gav.
"Sorry, my lord."
Squee,
Mm-hmm.
was there a question pointed at Keen?
She basically said, "Worth a try?" Questionly.
I guess if you want to do it that way, it'll look really weird.
She backs up, takes a running start, does one heavy flap of her wings, and jumps off of Keen's shoulder.
Ah, God.
And hang on a second. And alights through the hole. It looks kind of like a troll flaps its arms really hard once and powers itself up the rat and through the hole, clipping the side and tumbling over.
Jarek like is about to stick his head to like look down and then
Sky charging.
Why is no one using the rope? And like looks over the edge.
I am clearly using the rope once I get a chance to.
Thank you.
Now,
Alright.
I tied the rope to my waist.
Yeah. Oh. And Finn looks at the rope. Put it down for them.
After the way you've been talking, maybe I don't want to.
Please, my lord, this is not the time.
Oh, I suppose you're right. like thuds down on the wood.
Baby Junior kind of scampers up looking.
If anyone doesn't look out of the ordinary, it's Baby Junior.
Yeah, Baby Junior's like... Who's gonna help her up?
I'll help her up.
Okay, Baby Junior will climb onto your back.
Oh my god.
So then the wisp carries the demon dog.
Yep. Why not? Why not?
Nice, like, how much did I have to drink last night? Did I go partying? It was quite a bender.
Okay. So, you help Baby Junior up. Once the rope is down to you, you can climb it up fairly easily. It is in a very stable position, which leaves Cole and Keen.
Well, do you want to go first, or should I?
Cole looks at him, hearing both his voice and squeaking. He goes over to the large rat and pets the outside illusion. I know you're trying to say something.
Going to kill you.
I know you're scared. But it is all right.
Jarek pops his head out again. Come along now, Cicero.
You know, I've never once contemplated people's deaths, especially when I'm traveling with them. But you know, you guys have all given me something to think about.
Jarek like sticks his hand out and starts like wiggling there. Who likes head scratches, Cicero?
Oh, I'm going to fucking stab you.
It's you, isn't it? Mm-hmm. Yes, it is, Cicero.
Keen's gonna grab the rope and just start climbing up as fast as he can.
Jarek retracts his hand.
Glad they're friends now.
Do I need to make a roll, Squee, or?
I'm thinking. Yes, because you could always fail miserably.
Okay. What should the roll be?
It would have to be your dexterity, your level, and
Half bounty hunter?
yeah, I'd go with half bounty hunter, because bounty hunters are usually leap towards their masters.
What?
Nothing. I said nothing. Nothing.
Squeak!
I hope that was a Star Wars reference and not like a weird squeeze of pervert.
Bondage thing, yeah.
Oh, guys,
32!
here we go
Suck
back to
on
the
that.
finishes thing again.
Yes, that is, you easily succeed.
So I get up the rope extremely fast.
Indeed, sir.
Jarek beams at Keen. Wide smile. I knew it would motivate you.
Prick.
Now that's no way to talk to me. Come here. Get your head scratches. Lower your head right here.
LOL.
Says the other wisp.
Now, how does Cole get up here without looking suspicious?
Yeah, because I don't
Yeah,
think
fuck it.
anyone else.
Jump.
I will.
I don't-
I will try to use the rope as more of a hoisting than a climbing. That he's going to try to grab, pull, and kind of do slight launches into the air instead of actually like grabbing and climbing.
Okay, sure. Certainly.
Alright.
Give me a skill check on that one using your strength. Again, it's not going to be that hard. Shouldn't be a huge.
Well, yeah, it's a non-conventional, easily not something that somebody could easily do with a rope. Daredevil or throwing? Which one would you want?
Let's do. I don't know. You make the case.
I'm gonna go with throwing. I haven't used that in a while.
I'm throwing
Okay.
my body at the heavens.
I'm throwing the rope down so I may go up.
That's how it works. You're
Okay. Yeah,
Physics.
you more than succeed at it.
Cool.
Okay, so give me 1 second while I what the heck? Whoa. Sorry. I just
Changing.
screwed a map up really badly. I don't even know what I did.
Undo.
Undo. Yeah, there we go. Okay. Okay. Give me 1 second. I will move you guys over to a new map. However, in the meantime, I will let you know that you are all in a very dark room. It is lit. It is lighted by the purple torches.
Yes, the two that I just like chucked up there onto the floor, so I'm sure it cast a very friendly and amiable glow.
And as you guys start looking around, you begin to see that this looks like a large circular chamber. That as much as what Finn saw, it looks like no one's been here in a very long time, and it is absolutely cluttered with all kinds of dusty relics. Give me just 1 second here.
Take your time. You know, it wouldn't be a session if Squee didn't somehow move the world. Too bad
Yeah.
we weren't there to witness it.
Oh well.
I can move you the world.
All I know is that this is definitely not part of the tour.
All right, let me pull you guys over.
Ooh.
Let your heart decide.
Oh, I need to add a Sky.
And a baby junior.
If
No,
you
Baby
add the
Gene's there.
Sky, there's a
Yeah,
transparent
she's blending in with the crack there.
She's
Oh.
confused.
She is. Okay, I'm gonna move her a little bit. Actually, I'll make a little mark on her so I can keep track. Well, it's no.
It's a little hard. Oh, geez.
No, I'll just do a little disgusting heart. Oh, this is
God, I cannot control my character.
Yes, exactly as I planned.
I can tap dance. Dun, 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 dun.
There you go, sir.
Dun 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 dun.
Thank you.
I don't see you tap dance.
Yeah, I don't
You
see
don't?
you moving.
No,
I
Oh,
do.
now
There
you
it
are.
goes.
Oh yeah.
I was waving around like crazy. I
Oh.
was like, whoa.
Oh, now I can see. Your eyes.
Yeah, I clicked it differently. I think. Yeah, anyway, I'm just fucking around.
That's okay in my book.
Okay.
Okay.
So yeah, so you guys see, like I said, it's very dark from where you are, but you can see that it looks like there's several walls around you. It's a very narrow, it looks like a room with a lot of walls that don't quite close it off into other sections.
When you say surrounded by relics, what do you mean by relic? Like, are we talking about like the archaeological kind, the magical kind?
I was referring mostly to the aged kind. The stuff in here just looks like it has not been used in a very long time. But most of it, especially to Pearson's eyes and to most of the party's eyes, looks very unfamiliar. It looks like things made of glass, large beaker type things, several cages that either have nothing in them or some sort of dusty bones in them, several other things that looks like it might have been some sort of old abandoned experiment of some kind.
Huh.
Hello? Anybody here?
There is no answer.
That doesn't mean anything. Finn looks around at the group. Just start.
Yeah, let's. I am going to go to this table. Is there anything interesting on there?
Well, roll me a skill check. Your intelligence plus your magical background.
Okay. That's going to be. 19.
Well, you don't recognize anything as something you know, but it does definitely look different, and that might constitute interesting. I don't know if your character would think so or not. There are certainly many devices and doohickeys that are unlike anything you've ever seen before. To give you guys as players a bit so that you know how to react a little bit more. It looks like it looks like an abandoned high school science class. So lots of glass beakers, lots of trays that have padding at the bottom and dissecting tools. Lots of empty vats and furnaces, things like that, because that's in a high school science class.
Yeah. What's up with this cage thing? Does it look weird?
There is it is the cage. It's not rusted over. It doesn't seem to be that old, but it is covered in dust, and there is some sort of half rotted corpse of something in it.
Eh.
Keen is going to yell out, hey, Gov person, Lord Master. The fuck is this? And he's gonna stand there pointing at the table, seeing if Jarek actually hears or reacts or whatnot.
Jarek dual wields his purple light torches.
Why do I get the image of him flourishing them as he walks?
Because that's correct. And he pokes his head around the corner.
Seriously, the fuck is this?
Squeak, 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 squeak. What did you find, Cicero? Gary walks up to the table. Are there any keys on it?
Yes, actually, there are a few keys on it. They're very long and misshapen from what you're used to for keys, but they do look familiar like keys.
Now, why were they left here?
This is getting too much. I can't. I just can't.
I don't know. Why would he leave the keys upon the table?
That's what I was going for the moment.
I knew he was doing that the second he asked about keys. The second he asked about keys.
Hey! It's
Why,
very
guys,
easy.
I
They
have
can
no
open
idea
many
what you're
doors.
talking about.
They can open many doors. You know, we've seen doors around here. You might not have to put your foot through them.
Actually, in fact, Finn, examining the cage, you notice there are locks on the cage. Or a lock on the cage, not multiple locks.
Finn's ignoring what they say. Kriana's still bitter. Finn's actually over by Cole looking at whatever this thing is.
What is it?
What did you get?
What is it?
He is just freaking squint eyes bent forward.
Finn puts her hand underneath her chin, staring at it like your guess is as good as hers kind of thing. Some sort of device.
It looks like a cross between an enclosed stove, Ardenfell has many of them, like a stove used for warming, not for cooking. To warm the room, you know what I mean? Like back in 17th century America, they were all over the place. Except the chimney apparatus seems to be connected to what looks like a strange accordion-like bellow.
They just stare in silence.
Would I? Am I able to have Pearson do something right now?
Absolutely.
Cool. I understand that it's pretty dim, but in the current lighting conditions, thanks to Jarek's torches, do we see any visible exits to this place? Just.
Yes, you do see a visible exit to the place. Excuse me.
I had to scroll down on the map. No, I feel like an idiot. It's these fucking stairs, isn't it?
It is those stairs, yes, sir.
Okay. Pearson's just going to stay by the stairs there and take a moment to rest. He's not going to call a lot of attention to this, but the last fight, or series of fights, took a lot out of him. He's, although he still has a few weeks to go before he reaches a terminal condition, but that doesn't make him any less physically ill. So as he's recovering to himself, he'll probably kind of lean up against here, just casually. He doesn't want to make a big show of it. He's going to keep his eyes and, more importantly, his ears pointed towards that staircase, just to be a lookout for everyone else to make sure nothing will creep up on us.
Okay. And in a very similar fashion, Sky is going to stay by the hole in the ground, keeping an eye downwards.
I'm going to have Keen do something.
Good job.
Yes. I am going to have him stare at Jarek while he reaches over onto the table and knocks over the keys that are on top of it, one by one.
Everyone hears, in the very quiet and stillness of the room, loud clanging sounds as one by one, Keen knocks keys off of a table and they clatter onto the floor and ring through the hall.
Jarek's eyes swivel from the table to the floor and then at Keen. How many keys are there?
3. There are 3 keys.
Jarek looks at Keen and asks, "Yes."
I don't know. And he's gonna walk past.
He's like a cat.
Actually, I am going to go to something that looks sort of interesting and out of place. This. Gem, what the fuck is this?
It's a nipple.
That's what it kind of looks like.
Yeah, it does.
It's not a nipple.
It's a nipple.
Okay? It's not a nipple.
You may want to
not
go
a
to a
nipple.
doctor if your nipple looks like this.
Grant has this rare condition where she sees everything that's in spherical shapes as boobs and nipples.
Yes,
Hey.
I know. I know.
Good living.
It is an old, dusty pedestal with a bowl-shaped indent in the top of it, at the bottom of which sits a small circular vial full of some sort of green liquid.
I'm gonna take it.
Okay. You take it.
Then I'm gonna meet back up to Jarek and say, "Hey, I found this." And he's gonna hold out the vial.
Jarek's still looking at the keys that were knocked down onto the floor.
Baby Junior will sniff the vial. What does it smell like, God?
It's closed, so it smells like glass.
Oh. Very well.
Do you, I want to attempt to open it, or?
Baby Junior just keeps smelling it. She just
Okay.
doesn't care.
It smells like a glass vial.
I will open it.
Roll me a check involving your strength, sir. Your strength. Give me your full bounty hunter. Why not? Physical labor.
Okay. 32.
You try to uncork the bottle, and at first it doesn't seem to want to cooperate, and then you start to really go at it, and you begin to hear small little chips and cracks as the glass around the cork begins to break, and Jarek, the second the glass starts to chip and break, you feel an enormous amount of magical energy coming from the crack.
You know, Keen has all of these wonderful, like, decisions and freedoms, and he talked about stabbing Jarek. Jarek has the keys in his hand, you know. He's probably got this.
All right.
Baby Junior continues to sniff.
like pokes his head around the corner partially.